I was hoping it was going to be last, so I could be really short. My name is Brian Irving. I'm a candidate for Congress in District 2. As Steve said, it includes most of Chatham County except the middle. I'm a libertarian. I'm a recovering Yankee. I spent 25 years in the Air Force. That brought me to North Carolina, and when I retired, I was actually stationed in Florida, and I moved back to North Carolina, and this is as far north as I want to go, North Carolina. I have 2 kids, 2 adult children, I should say, and 6 grandchildren. I had the honor of serving my country for 25 years, and you may think it's strange that the reason I'm running for Congress is I'm tired of war. I realized a couple of years ago, when my second oldest granddaughter was born, that the country's been at war her entire life. She was born in 2000. Then I went even further. The country's been at war my entire life and the entire life of my children. War after war after war. And I'm not just talking about our interventionism in Afghanistan and Iraq and Yemen and Libya and wherever else the president decides to send troops. I'm talking about the wars waged by Democrats and Republicans on each other. Whatever issue comes up, even education, becomes a war. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I had the fortune of serving my country, and I had also the fortune of my children went to school in overseas countries, and they learned about different cultures. My wife is from the Philippines. My daughter, she spent a year living with her mom in the Philippines while I was in Vietnam. And when I came to see her, she was speaking the native dialect. And we got along pretty well. I spoke enough of it to understand what she was saying, and she remembered English. But I had that fortune of having my children with me. I am tired of seeing soldiers and airmen, Marines, and sailors coming back from some deployment somewhere, serving who knows what supposedly vital interests our politicians send them to, and seeing their child for the first time. I'm tired of that. I'm sick of that. And I'm sick of soldiers and airmen, Marines, and sailors coming back with not only their limbs missing, but their brains scrambled because of what they had to endure. And then coming back from a 6-month deployment and going back after being here home a month, going back to the same place. And I've talked to soldiers that have done that. And they're serving their country well. They think they're doing the right thing. But there's no need for it. If we want to take care of our children, we want to educate them, we want to spend the money that you all want to spend on education, we need to stop spending money on these wars. We're $16 trillion in debt. And there's no program. They talk about cuts in D.C. Those cuts are a sham. All they are is less of an increase. We could bring our defense budget back to much lower levels and still have a strong national defense. Don't believe me, I'm not a pacifist. I believe in strong national defense. If this country is attacked, we should answer the attack with overwhelming force, defeat the enemy, and bring our troops home. No more nation building. No more building schools in faraway countries when we need to build our schools back home. This is why I'm running for Congress. It's a very personal issue to me. It's time to stop the wars.